you're about to see is production that we showed to the entire student body over the last 2 days. And I want to give you a little bit more of a picture of what we had going on in the last 2 days. The first thing I really want to say is that you really have great kids. I expected all the good things, but not everybody did. When we brought them down to the auditorium by class, and we're showing them a true piece of theater, you never know what to expect. And your students, your kids, are great. What you're about to see is a project that Mr. Stipe undertook in September at my request with his Acting 3 and Acting 4 students. And they really have done a great job highlighting something that is so important to all of us, especially administration and teachers, and especially to you, to look at irreversible effects of bullying in our schools today. It's a piece that was done and written actually long ago by a gentleman, William Master Simone. I don't know if there's a description on the plate there. He wrote it in response to a friend of his son who was bullied in school. That's about 20 years ago. So the legislation that's been passed in New Jersey, and the changes that have happened, and a lot of the high-profile things that have occurred have brought this to the forefront. It's something that we take very seriously here at Lake Central High School. And we felt it's very important that, and we always feel it's very important to be honest with our students and our kids, showing them a piece of theater like this, and the way I described it to them, I told them that real theater, true theater, is theater that's about social change. And they all got it. You can see their faces, you can see their reactions, you can see what we dealt with over the last couple of days. They get it. We're going to talk afterwards a little bit. Mr. Stipe's going to come down, and Mr. Brian Stipe's going to come down and talk about a few things afterwards. A bit of a talk-back session, which is exactly what we did with the students today as well. To further talk about what you're about to see. A couple things before we start though, doing this favor, everybody please turn off your electronic devices, not just turn them on vibrate, they do interfere with the microphones. Please just take them out and turn them off. It does help the production. If you don't have an electronic device, that's okay too. We talked about today, especially today, I talked about with your students, we talked about how we live in such an electronic age. There are moments, and hopefully lots of moments in your life where you don't need that. And today, Mr. Stipe's great students, and Mr. Stipe demonstrated that, where you sit for an hour and view a piece like you're about to view, how it can change opinions, how it can generate discussion, how it can show some of the things that, in our estimations, have affected probably about 95% of us. And even those of you in this room who've ever attended school or done something where bullying exists. With that, and what you're about to see, it can't be done without the support of certain people in their attendance this evening. Board of Education Jack Martinek is here, Board Member Frank Polino, our school superintendent, Dr. Brower, and our school assistant superintendent, Dr. Clark. You don't have to stand up if you don't want to, but they're here. With their support, we're able to do things like this, to bring certain things to your students that we feel are really important. Without any further ado, this is William Master Simone's Bang Bang the Dead.
and I wanted to do my part.
Why did you smile when you killed me?
You know me. I'm just a friendly guy.
But you liked me once.
In your dreams.
We used to live on the same street. We made mud pies together as little kids.
Escape.
I taught you how to blow bubbles with chewing gum.
Delete.
I came to your birthday. You came to mine.
Control, Alt, delete.
When we were 11, you let me play ball with the other boys because you liked how I died. Remember? Bam! Pow! Bam! Pow! Hope I didn't disappoint you when you killed me in the cafeteria this morning, Josh. I hope I died just right for you.
Perfect. Wish I could do it again.
Go on then. Shoot me again. Come on.
Why her?
Why him? Why them? Why me? Why anybody, Josh?
Simple math. My rifle holds 5 bullets. 5 bullets, 5 people.
The bullet that killed me pierced my parents' hearts too.
Here's my brothers and sisters' hearts. Here's my friends' hearts. Here's the hearts of parents who send their kids to school. Your 5 bullets wounded hundreds.
Maybe thousands.
Wounds that will bleed forever. Wounds that will bleed forever. Wounds that will never heal. Wounds unseen but no less real. Thousands! Why?
So it's more fun than dropping dudes in a video game.
You know, all my life, I've been taught to forgive. I was taught that forgiveness is for the forgiver. But I just can't. Not in time to know what's really in your heart, Josh.
I don't need your forgiveness. I don't need anything from anyone. I got all I need right here. 3 hots and a cot. The whole thing will be off my record when 18 anyway. Maybe when I'm 21, I'll be out of here. After that, when I walk down the street, people will look at me and whisper, "Don't mess with that dude."
That's not fair.
Not fair! Our bodies lie in coffins. Not fair! And you don't even care. Not fair! Our bodies lie under the earth.
Not fair!
While you still breathe the air.
Not fair!
But you got yourself a cozy little place, and you can't beat the rent.
This is your last chance for an honest answer, Josh.
You can't hurt me. You're dead.
We're gonna open you up.
Good luck.
Dissect you like a frog in the Bible. Pry open your heart. For a start, put you through the ringer.
We'll find your line.
Your reason, not a fun time. You walk up on one side. And down the other.
In your face.
Under your seat. Crawling through your brain like a worm in an apple. Last chance, Josh. Why?
You're all just a bad dream.
Yeah? Well, sometimes bad dreams come true every time.
That's what it's like in our world now.
Alone! In the dark! In silence!
Open this thing.
We really need to know
Let me out.
Josh.
What were you thinking?
Open up.
When you open up.
I'm claustrophobic.
You got yourself a cozy little place.
Beat the rent.
Please.
Did he say please?
That will be your life.
Every hour, every minute, in a word. Hell, without love,
Without decency.
without comfort. A kid in a cage. A cage that eats you alive each day. And vomits you out to the king. All over again.
And one day, that cage will bottom you out into the streets.
Stupid, broken, bitter, friendly, hopeless.
Mindless.
Some lawyer's gonna get me off.
And how will you get a lawyer?
My parents will.
Your parents will what, Josh? Do you remember them?
A little.
A lot? Not at all? Say something, Josh. Your parents can't do anything for you, Josh. Because your parents
I don't
are...
need my parents. The state will appoint me a lawyer, then I'll be out of here.
If you survive the big house.
He's okay.
Yo, bad boy.
Are you talking to me?
You the bad boy that off 7 people?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 7. Why did you see me on the news?
We all have our day on the news, bad boy. Tomorrow, we're gonna see just how bad boy really is.
What do you mean?
You'll see. We'll all see just how bad boy is without his rifle.
Guard, somebody just made a threat. Guard!
Nobody hears you, Josh.
You might as well call for your mom.
Shut up.
The mommy you have no more.
Shut up!
Nobody hears you because you're dead, Josh. You'll love your bars.
Bars protect you from them.
The walls closing. Narrow your thoughts. Squeeze your brain. Drive you insane.
As you remember, the big, wide world.
Then you trade for a concrete coffin. 6 by 8. Only the truth will set you straight. The whole truth. And nothing but the truth. do you plead?
I have the right to remain silent. Anything I say can be held against me.
Your Honor, my client pleads guilty.
I didn't say that. Why can't anyone hear me?
Let us hear the opening statement from the prosecution. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, 7 corpses, scores of witnesses. What's to think about?
We have reached a verdict, Your Honor.
You can't have reached a verdict. Why can't anyone hear me?
Let us hear from the public defender.
Your Honor, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I agree with the prosecutor.
What kind of defense is that?
Let us call witnesses for the prosecution.
I call the deceased.
How can they testify when they're dead?
State your name and what you saw.
I'm Michael. I hardly knew Josh. He was friends with my girl for forever. That day, I got a letter in the mail. My football scholarship was denied from the school I wanted to get into. There's no way I could pay for college without a scholarship. I wanted to be a little dimly to tell her because we applied to the same school. But Josh was there. We had words, things got hot. I don't remember if I pushed him or he pushed me. But I thought it was all unforgotten. So I saw him come towards my table in the cafeteria.
I'm Katie. I wasn't even hungry. I went to spend my lunch in the library because I was a little shaky for the biology test. But Michael was shakier, and when he asked for my help, I couldn't say no, because he looks like a lost puppy when he asks for anything, and it's impossible to say no. I was explaining mitochondria when Josh, dressed in camera, was walking in like he's late for a dentist appointment. It's like when the roller coaster suddenly drops and you feel weightless and sick and helpless. And then I saw he had a rifle.
I'm Maddie. I didn't even know Josh. I saw people mock and tease him and I thought, poor guy, he never really said anything bad. You know how it is. Once they get on your case, you can't really do anything but suffer until they pick on somebody else. In my opinion, I thought it was a joke when Josh came into the cafeteria. I thought, oh, those theater people are at it again, advertising some dumb play. But then I thought, whoa, that rifle looks real. He's going to be in big trouble with the principal when he finds out he had that on school grounds. And then I saw him put the rifle on my wall. When the fire came out of the barrel.
I'm Jessie. Emily told me that Michael and Josh had a pushing contest. She was so upset because she loved them both and didn't want to have any peace between them. When I saw Josh in the cafeteria with a rifle, smiling a smile that was not really a smile, but I don't know, a taunt, a threat, a mask, a weapon. I don't really know what I'm trying to say, but I knew I should run, but my legs turned to stone, and I had to sit there, and I couldn't even remember the words, and all I could do was to smile. And I waited for the bullet to rip through my body. I'm Emily. He pointed the rifle at me and called my name. He wanted to make eye contact because it was so thirsty. I don't know why, but I had thought of the parade. I found a tiny box of chocolate from my desk. Valentine's went on it. And I knew it was Josh because he had borrowed the money from me 2 days earlier. But he denied it ever since. I guess because we're more like brother and sister, we finish each other's sentences. I felt the sadness that poured over me like cement. The giver of chocolates was now pointing a rifle at me. And I said, what happened? How did we get to this place? I didn't want to leave it. But it wasn't Josh behind my eyes. Something else taken me over. And after I fell, but before I closed my eyes forever, I saw the eyes looking in his face. What kind of look? The look he had me kill deer. What deer? His first buck.
You weren't there. How did you know the face I made?
We know everything about you, Josh.
All your thoughts,
Your feelings.
your memories, your dreams, your deep, dark secrets.
How do you know all that?
We're all in your head, Josh.
Psych. Tell me one fact about that day. One fact. One.
Just you and Brad drove up that old logging road. It was all red dented truck with the cracked windshield and the spring coming out of the upholstery. Enough facts, Josh.
All right, you saw the truck somewhere. Now tell me one thing Grandpa said. You can't. You can't tell me one thing he said.
Respect the animals. Don't take a shot unless you know it's certain. You don't want the animal to stop. You keep that safety on until you are ready to shoot.
All right, anyone could have guessed that.
The old logging road is full of rocks. You both bounce on the sea. You can't wait to shoot your rifle.
Go, Josh.
You both get out of the truck.
The cold stings your face. You can see your breath.
You wish your dress were warm.
Grandpa watches you load the rifle magazine.
5 shiny bullets.
You're so
begged you to eat.
And in the midst of your numbness, you're profound philosophical.
Hunting sucks.
You lie on the dry leaves.
You curl up and doze off. You dream of medicine on the grill.
Something wakes you up.
Something moving on dry leaves.
You don't move.
You feel its presence, and then you see it.
Fuck.
Beautiful.
Magnificent,
Strong.
proud, keen,
Like a dream.
You're taken by its beauty.
utterly taken by its feral beauty.
Its hot breath condenses cold.
Makes you forget your hunting, and then you notice the rifle in your hand.
But deep inside, you don't know if you can really pull the trigger.
Oh, this is like a sublime statue.
Your pulse quickens.
You raise your rifle, your hand shakes.
You can't find the buck in the scope.
You hold your breath.
You put the crosshairs over the buck's shoulder.
The moment of truth has come, but this buck's beauty weakens you.
You don't see venison in a stew.
You don't see steaks or chopped on a grill.
You don't see a trophy mounted on the wall.
You see a beauty beyond words. You want to shoot, but you don't want to shoot.
So you make your face a mask.
A mask that hides your face.
A face that hides the pain.
A pain that eats your heart. A heart nobody knows.
You pull the trigger. Nothing happens.
The safety's still on.
You panic.
You click the safety off. The buck turns and runs with the wind.
Take aim.
Bam! First shot misses.
Bam! Second shot misses.
Bam! Third shot misses.
Bam!
Fourth shot misses.
Stay right down on one knee.
Find the buck in the crosshair. The buck stops, looks back, and bucks it makes a perfect target of itself.
You think, so beautiful.
So magnificent,
So proud.
so strong. All you want to be.
But you want to shoot.
And you don't want to shoot. You have to shoot.
But you don't have to shoot.
The war inside you has to end.
Bam! Buck goes down.
It's here across the field. Stand up, you're dying buck.
Its legs kick as if running on air.
Its chest heaves.
Its blood spurts out.
Its life runs out. Like a wind-up toy.
Battery dying.
Slowly, slowly, still. Dead.
Oh, man.
You hurt inside.
You wish it was all on TV.
You wish you could just hit the stop button. Hit the back button.
Make the buck come alive again.
That was the look on your face.
The look that loved the hunt.
Wish the buck could live again. You can't unshoot the bullet.
You can't unkill it.
The beautiful,
Magnificent.
proud, keen buck, dying on the ground.
I didn't know it was gonna be like this. Control Alt Delete.
That was the look on your face. Your buck takes its last breath,
Oh, man.
You almost let yourself leave.
but you hear a voice.
Gosh! Why 5 shots?
Grandpa comes out of breath.
He sees your dying buck.
He looks at you like no one's ever looked at you before. Like a man,
Someone you always wanted to be.
12 feet tall,
Big.
bigger than big, immense,
Gigantic.
colossal.
Measuring.
Other hunters come out of the woods. They ask you the story.
All the details.
You feel as tall as the pines.
But as small as the moles deep underground.
Both at once. Pine tree tall, but mole small.
Come on, Josh. Let's have a picture. Say, moment glory.
So you make your face a mask.
A mask to hide your face.
A face that hides the pain.
A pain that eats your heart. A heart nobody knows.
That
was the look on your face. And where is this photo?
I have your honor.
Why is the photo ripped in half? Tell the court what happened that day in the cafeteria, Josh.
You know everything about me. Why don't you know that?
I want to hear you say it for yourself.
We have reached a verdict, Your Honor.
You can't have reached a verdict. You didn't hear the whole story. Why don't you object?
Siren Shepherds.
What's the whole story, Josh? Where have you been all weekend?
Wait until you see this.
I left messages. You never answered.
Don't pull muscle. My first pup.
What about your half of the diary?
I'm not quick on it. So my grandparents driving up this old.
Josh, the diary's due this afternoon.
I'll finish it at lunch. You didn't even look at my picture. My first
I
buck.
don't care about your first thought. I care about our grade in health class. Where's Chloe?
Safe and sound.
Josh, you are so... You have a kid. Are you gonna keep it in the backpack?
A kid, I can't even get a date.
Why is she so light?
I emptied the sugar out.
But why?
I needed some for my cornflakes.
Oh, gosh.
I filled it with cotton balls. It's easier to carry.
We are so gonna fail if teacher ever does a spot check.
With all my books, you expect me to what grams 10 pounds of sugar all day?
I was thinking about patience and care with a child.
It's not real, Emmer.
Looking for you because they would be child abuse. I need to be arrested.
Done.
Let me just see what you have.
Well, you see, all in my head. I just have to sit down and write it out from memory.
Okay. What did you have for lunch yesterday?
I don't remember.
But you can remember all of the details of our baby care for the past 2 weeks?
I was waiting for a big burst of inspiration. Is it my fault it never came?
You had a big burst of selfishness.
Control Alt Delete!
Wish I could shut down and restart my conscience like that. I knew it was a mistake to have a baby with you.
Shut up,
John thinks I don't care about your dream, but I care about mine.
Hey, Josh.
Hi.
Let's rock and roll.
I'm sort of stuck here for a while.
This is my only time off.
I know, but
But what? What happened?
we don't have a lot of
But last night you told me you finished it.
Yeah, I have.
Oh.
Josh doesn't quite have his hat.
Well, why don't you turn in your hat and let him fail?
We're braided together because we have a baby together. We rarely come off 13 library pages.
Well, how long will that take?
Maybe 2 hours.
Oh, more like a half hour.
You know, this stinks.
I know, Michael, I'm sorry.
Don't apologize. He's the one who should be saying he's sorry. What's this?
Josh, we're both on the weekend. What's first?
My picture.
Josh, the big bad game hunter, had time to go hunting, but not enough time to finish his assignment.
Control Alt Delete!
What's that?
My picture.
Oops, you ripped it, not me.
I was gonna have this enlarged and framed, but now it's ruined.
It was an accident.
No, it wasn't. You wouldn't let go.
Well, you pulled it too hard, loser.
Come on, you're both gonna stop it!
Let me go.
Josh, just get this guy over and ran!
Let him go. What can a cute little loser like him do to me?
That's what the buck thought.
What's that supposed to mean?
You better hope you never find out.
You know, you're a joke in this school. Josh, the joke.
Josh is right again! You can't talk to my friend like that!
Well, maybe you two spend a little too much time together.
What do you see in him?
Oh, let's just get this done.
I knew you first.
What?
Control Alt Delete.
No, what'd you say?
It doesn't matter.
It does to me. Tell me.
I'm too ticked. I can't think straight.
Okay. Well, what you said was sweet.
Can I put that in my cornflakes? I can't believe he pushed me in front of the whole school.
I think he's a little jealous.
Everyone in school is laughing at me.
I'm not laughing at you.
Then why are they looking?
Let's just get this done.
I'll do it on my own.
Sir, you made your face a
A
mask.
mask to hide your face.
A face that hides the pain.
A pain that eats your heart. A heart nobody knows.
Somebody's gonna laugh once too many times.
Did you guys hear about that kid Josh the joke? He got his ass kicked.
You gonna let us flip your switch?
Who said that?
You do nothing. You don't need a daily entertainment.
Who are you?
You've known who I am ever since the day you shot the cup.
What a foul.
You cast a long shadow across the snow that day.
How do you know that?
You felt well beneath the call.
How do you know that?
I know what you know.
How? How do you know what I know? Who are you?
I am you. You are me.
I don't get it.
I am the long shadow you cast across the snow that day in the woods. But that shadow is the shadow of a different, deep side.
How different?
I'm you, and the remote is in your hand. Your nimble fingers dance over the remote, switching from block to AK-47 to flamethrower, wiping out multitudes of enemies. That feeling of big,
Bigger than,
immense,
gigantic,
colossal,
measureless.
Exactly.
Whoa.
At your service.
What do you mean?
Whatever you want it to mean.
Okay.
So how much longer can we take this abuse?
Like a negative second.
You have to do something.
I'm hoping you'll forget about me and find somebody else to harass.
Never gonna happen. They're vampires. They want your blood every day.
I don't know what else to do.
I know how to stop it.
How?
Let's give it something to think about.
Like what?
Something big. see a classroom. I see a blackboard crying out for a diagram that shuts them all up. Everybody in this class is dead meat.
Well, your father needs you
other means is you care way too much about what others think of you. You're in school to get an education, and you blew it up. For what? To blow up a little steam? So grow up and bite the bullet and be a man.
Well, I wouldn't have said it exactly like that.
My life is over.
Nice. You've got them worried. More.
I'd rather be dead.
Oh, Josh, you don't really mean that.
Don't overdo it.
Josh, we're going to help you through this. Step by step, we'll be there for you. First step is an approval with psychotherapist.
You don't need that.
It's a requirement.
Neither one of us can know before it's through the address. The first step is getting you back on track, Josh.
I hate both of you.
Hear about Josh the joke?
What happened?
He's gonna see a shrink to get back into school.
Friend, where are you, friend?
Right behind you.
Voices, they're driving me crazy.
Gotta shut them up, Josh.
But how? They're in my head now. How do I shut them up?
Only one way, Josh.
How?
Boom.
What do you mean?
You know what I mean. Boom. No more pain.
That's dumb.
Said it before. Your life is over.
Man.
Punish them. Do it in the living room. Leave your brain splattered on the wall so your parents can see. Boom. No more pain.
That's really dumb.
You know what's dumb? Going back to school. You know what they're saying about you?
Hear about Josh the joke?
While we're having fun in the sun, he's reading gobbledygook in a book.
Always being allowed to stop.
Always Josh the joke. Imagine you do summer school. Imagine the day you go back. Imagine riding the bus. Imagine the looks. Imagine you walk the halls. Imagine the words.
Loser, Josh the joke.
They will whittle you down till you die.
Will it never end?
Never. Stop the voices, Josh. Boom.
Oh, man.
Stop the pain, Josh. Kill the voices.
Does it hurt?
You don't feel a thing.
Sometimes it hurts too much to be alive. But I don't want to be dead. I don't want to be thinking this.
Do you want to be Josh the joke forever?
Hear about Josh the joke? No, I think he thinks now.
Blew out his brain.
What a loser!
Not even that. Not even that. They won't let me even have that in peace.
Yeah, stacked against you, Josh.
But not even that.
You'll never be anything but a fool in their eyes.
They'll still mock me even when I'm dead. Will somebody just put me out of my misery?
You gotta take them down with you.
Where is it?
St. Charles, Fayetteville,
Whoa.
Pomona, Edinburgh, Pearl, Moses Lake,
Show me who you are.
Paducah, Jonesboro, Springfield,
The whole school will stand on
Columbine, Bethel, Virginia Tech,
you. You'd be a legend for years to come.
Erfurt, Virginia Tech,
They'll write books about you. They'll make movies about you.
Cavalry,
It's almost lunchtime. They'll all be in the cafeteria soon. Scene of the crime.
I can see him sitting there.
Imagine their faces when you walk in.
Totally surprised.
Heart attack time. Big! Bigger than big. Gigantic, colossal measures.
Imagine their faces.
A rifle in their hand. Instant respect.
Love that feeling.
Love it. Crave it. Need it.
Gotta have them since I could hold a
Cat gun.
water gun,
Air gun.
pop gun,
BB gun.
12 gauge,
22.
38.
45.
A gun in your hand makes you feel alive.
Watch out.
Aside.
Nobody can touch you.
When you have a gun.
Nobody mocks you.
When you have a gun. When you have a gun.
People talk nice.
When you have a gun.
People look at you like a VIP.
Somebody bumps you, they say, excuse me.
You walk different.
When you have a gun.
Talk different.
When you have a gun, you think different.
When you have a gun.
It's an A+.
Slam dunk.
Touchdown!
Perfect put down.
You're all in one.
You can be whatever you want to be.
Because a gun in your hand is a PhD.
Take them all with you and put this town on the map.
That's a wrap.
Hey Josh, you hear that?
I don't hear anything.
The voices in your head.
They're not laughing anymore! Someone's laughing now! No one's laughing when you got a gun! Just the joke! Ha! They're the joke! Not when you got a gun!
Josh, are you home?
Home early because you didn't keep the appointment.
The psychotherapist.
They will stop you.
No.
Back to school.
No.
Josh the joke.
No!
Josh, what are you doing home? The therapist called and said you never showed.
No!
So you make your face a
A
mask.
mask to hide your face.
A face that hides a pain.
A pain that eats your
A
heart.
heart nobody knows.
Josh, what are you doing?
I love you, Mom!
Stay back!
Who did this?
You.
No.
Try not to think about it. Move, real chicken out.
Anyone here think I'm a loser?
What happened?
Bam! Reload!
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, have you reached the verdict?
We have, Your Honor.
That's my jury. Do you have to sing that stupid song, Mom? Message received, okay? Yes, I remember you saying that to me when I couldn't sleep at night. Thank you for the pain. Do you have to do that, Dad? Message received, okay? Yes, I remember you telling me the Outfielders Club. And I caught a high fly in the Little League Championship game. And then you carried me off the field. You carried me! Why did that stop? What happened? You didn't understand. I was a joke at school and a joke at home. I wanted to kill you, but I didn't want you dead. How else was I supposed to tell you? It's on my mind without you interrupting me all the time. Why is it so easy to talk to you now?
The foreman will now read the jury's verdict.
Big surprise that this is coming.
We, the jury, find the defendant guilty.
I reached a verdict too, Your Honor. There are put-down artists out there who will trash you just to be noticed by other kids. There are kids out there who hurt so bad inside that they need to make somebody else hurt. There are kids who would do anything to see you trip, fall, cry, fail, just for a laugh. And the teachers, they don't see it. Nobody sees it! Will there be a trial for them too? Answer me that! Will there be a trial for them too?
The foreman will now read the jury's sentence.
We, the jury, sentence the defendant to life imprisonment without possibility.
Possibility of what?
Without possibility.
Without possibility of what?
Without possibility.
I don't know what you mean.
You'll never achieve your dreams.
Never skydive.
Never skip off Australia.
Never explore the caldera of the volcano.
Never fly a helicopter.
Never be a sportscaster.
Never ski again.
Never surf.
Never meet people on the internet.
Never know what to do again.
John,
See,
Had
no,
love in your lifetime.
now you'll never know all the happiness that might have been yours.
through the bars of your cell, you'll see the Josh you might have been.
And wondering what you
Pain will eat, who wants to make you.
and you'll be as dead as we are.
You know what I hate about being dead? You can't call it quarter pizza.
Pepperoni!
Extra cheese. Garlic.
Call me anchovies
Cheeseburgers.
With bacon.
and fries.
French.
And ranch dressing.
Triple chocolate milkshakes.
Chocolate chip cookies.
No.
Old milk.
So many things to mix.
Never get long.
I'm just cruising. Windows down, radio up.
I'm just lying in the dark. I want to speak to my art book. I miss
she answers before.
I'd love to.
I miss when you're going for a kiss and it happens, and it's much, much better when you dreamt it with me.
I miss gold. I miss when I seen the heat or that look on her face. And I know she's gonna tell me another stupid joke.
I miss Mom's rock hard memories.
I miss my dog.
I miss how my dog jumps all over me and barks for a treat.
I miss text messages saying sweet dreams. I miss taking a new pair of jeans into the dressing room and trying them on, and they fit perfectly.
I miss cheese puffs.
I miss soda piss tickling my nose.
I miss loving someone.
I miss fixing my hair in the morning. I miss going out to the mailbox and getting a letter that I didn't expect.
A handwritten letter.
I miss jumping into a cool pool on a hot day.
I miss sneezing.
I miss sleeping. I miss good times with you.
I miss rollerblading.
I miss when you start the school year and you open a book for the first time and the spider maps.
I miss going into the cafeteria and deciding who I want to sit with.
I miss laughing so hard and starts to cry. I miss water skiing in Georgia.
I miss being home alone with a bag of microwave popcorn, remote in hand, and channel surfing.
I miss when I give my dog a bath and he shakes and he gives me a shower.
I miss cooking for my mom.
I miss my mom cooking breakfast for me.
I miss picking a college.
I miss talking with my friends on the phone after midnight.
I miss being able to go into the grocery store and be able to buy anything I want.
I miss hanging out with my best friends.
I miss after a race when I'm out of breath, I feel so good about myself. I miss being able to scream at football games.
I miss that when the bell rings at the end of the day, the feeling in the air when you can go home.
I miss my bed.
I miss singing in the shower.
I miss getting into a fight with my sister and then acting like nothing happened 5 minutes later. I miss making Mom laugh so hard she could hardly breathe.
I miss watching the sky go from light to dark.
And dark to light.
I miss, even at my age, not being able to sleep on Christmas Eve.
I miss learning new songs on the piano. I miss standing in front of the mirror and singing to the radio.
And pretending I'm in concert.
Standing room only. I miss Taco Tuesday at school lunch.
I miss Dunkin' Donuts. I miss opening the door on each day and feeling the cold rush of cool air filling my face.
I miss hitting on girls.
I miss jumping on a trampoline with 6 people at a time.
I miss swimming in the fountain at midnight.
I miss people watching. I miss my brother at bed, looking his eye, and I know he's gonna put his next few wrestling time.
I never knew I would be taking all that away. When I killed you, I killed my possibilities too. I'll never have anything to look forward to. Never.
Never? What do you know about never? I'll never be able to do what I wanted to do.
Never! I'll never achieve my dream!
Never!
I'll never see all I wanted to see.
Never! I'll never know all I wanted to know!
Never!
Not ever! I'll never be the cool aunt.
I'll never know what it is to live on my own and be independent.
I'll never have the chance to be a better person.
I'll never go to college and get a double major. I'll never find the right person to spend my life with.
And make a marriage work.
And give love.
And get love.
I'll never have a beautiful, caring, intelligent frat boy who will look at me and see perfection. I'll never be married in a white dress at a huge wedding.
I'll never make new friends.
I'll never have a chance to apologize to mom.
I'll never play Barbies with my daughter.
I'll never have long talks at a campfire table in the corner of a little restaurant. I'll never get to decorate my neighbor's room.
I'll never know what it is to come home after a long day's work and be smothered with hugs and kisses from my kids.
I never wondered if that psychic was right. Will I get what I want or will I sell used cars?
I'll never know what it's like to own my own car.
I'll never have my beautiful frat boy hold my hand in the delivery room of a maternity ward, telling me to push, push, push while telling me to shut up! I'll never own my convertible.
I'll never fly an airplane.
Or ride on a roller coaster.
Or see the Dead Sea.
I'll never have 3 children who look just like the frat boys who are kissing them or kissing him. I'll never see my legs.
Or really know myself.
I'll never get to play with my little brother ever again.
I'll never make my dad proud of me.
I'll never cry at my children's graduation. I'll never see Paris.
Or Tokyo.
Or be at the high school ball.
I'll never shut down a catwalk.
I'll never have an epitaph that reads beloved mother, grandmother, and wife because I died at 17.
It was a fantasy. Like a horror movie, a DVD in my mind. I thought I'd just hit the stop button. Just hit the back button and bring you all back to life. But the movie's over, and there's nothing I can do. It's over, okay?
Over for us, dog.
But back button and play button for you.
Every day of your life.
You'll see us on the big screen in your head, and you'll see us over
And over.
and over
Again.
and again, as you did yesterday, in the school cafeteria. Dead! 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 Dead!
I didn't know it was gonna be forever. Is this the rest of my life?
ladies and gentlemen, my name is Brian Stike. I am the drama director here at Lacey Township High School. Thank you for coming this evening. Guys, have a seat on the edge of the stage here. What a powerful play, huh? Very moving, very emotional. Not a dry eye in the house usually when we do that one. And for a play like this, that's a good thing. A little history about this play. First of all, a couple of business items before we get into the substance of our talk back here. First of all, I would like to publicly acknowledge probably the best sound and light crew I've had in the back there. Marcus, Vasquez, thank you for all your hard work. They're not the programs, so I just want to make sure that we expressed our gratitude to them. Excellent work, gentlemen. And second of all, I'd like to apologize. I think Mr. Master Simone, I don't see him. He's the playwright. He's very, very hard to get a hold of. He last emailed me about 2.5, 3 weeks ago and said, yes, I'll be there, but I haven't heard from him since. And, just talking to other people that know him, he checks his email, once every few months. So obviously something came up. He's not here. I apologize for that. We did expect him, but we're going to carry on without him. A little background into this play. I did have the opportunity to meet Mr. Master Simone about a month ago. This play was originally written in 1998, and it was rewritten in 2009. Some of my former students are in the audience, and you may recognize that it's changed. It's not the same. He rewrote it to make it stronger, to make it more powerful, and to make it a little cleaner. And I think, if you know the older version, he did a great job doing that. This play was written, basically, to be performed by student bodies at high schools, free of charge, with no set, no costume needs, no budget, to get the message out there to kids. Mr. Master Simone felt so powerfully about this anti-bullying message that he's a professional playwright, he's a screenwriter. He actually wrote Frank Sinatra's made-for-TV autobiography, or biography, I should say. That was him. He's a big name, and he did this to get the message out there to kids. This play has been produced over 20,000 times, not only in the United States, but across the world, for high school students, for total student bodies, and the effects are always the same. And we witnessed some of that in these past 2 days. When we performed this for our student body, as Mr. Zielinski said at the top of the hour, we were a little nervous going in, because you never know when you're dealing with freshmen, sophomores, or even the senior class how they're going to react. Are they going to take it seriously? And asking these guys to go on a stage in front of 1,600 of their peers requires a lot of bravery. And these guys stepped up to the plate and said, yes, this message is that important, we need to do it. So we were nervous going in, but we were very quickly put at ease after the senior class performance. There wasn't a peep in the audience. You could hear a pin drop. And afterwards, students telling us on the way out, that was really good. That was really powerful. So the play reaches them on a level that many plays don't do to today's youth. Furthermore, we had our freshman class today come in and see the performance. And at the end of the performance, we did a similar talk back. It was a little different. I'm talking to you as an adult audience. I talk to them in terms of what we need to learn from this. Is there bullying in our school? How do we prevent it? What steps can we take? So on and so forth. During the freshman class performance, something very interesting happened. They were all asking questions. Hands were in the air. They were asking, what can we do? If we do get involved, what are the retributions if a fight breaks out and we're in the middle of it? So this play has reached them. We had 400 freshmen here this morning. They were asking questions. And I personally was very, very impressed by that. And I was very proud of our student body for coming to terms with a play as powerful as this and realizing its importance. When we originally started looking at doing an anti-bullying play, Mr. Zielinski came to me and said, we'd like you to do something. There's new anti-bullying legislation. It's very important to our community, to our school, to our entire district. What can you come up with? I've been teaching this play for about 7 years now. And I brought this, we read some other things.
It was so stupid. It's called Boopy the Dinosaur. So it's like, this is like, come on.
Yes. I made them read a play called Boopy and the Dinosaur. And these guys studied it. These are my 3rd and 4th year kids. I studied this play with my acting 2 kids. So some of them studied it last year, some of them studied it 2 years ago. And when we started reading these other plays, they were adamant, we do not want to do these. If we have to do one, if you want us to do one, it needs to be Bang Bang You're Dead. So after about 2 weeks of telling them, we'll think about it, we'll think about it, we'll think about it, I went to Mr. Zielinski and I said, this is what they want to do. And I agree with them. Because doing Boopy the Dinosaur in front of 1,600 high school kids isn't going to go over well. So Mr. Zielinski thought about it, and we agreed this is the one to do. The point being, in the 7 years I've been teaching this play, out of all the plays, I mean, we read standards, we read Our Town, we read Lots of Menagerie, we read Fences, we read Raised in the Sun. This is the one that they come back to. This is the one they come back to after the graduates in the audience. Okay, this is the one that they remember. This is the one that affects them because this is something that they can change in their school, in their society. They can put a stop to these behaviors. And the way that the playwright, I wish he was here to share this with you, the way he developed this play and the way he brought it to life is so colorful and so powerful that every kid in my classes over the past 7 years that has studied this has fallen instantly in love with it and has said, why can't we do it year after year after year? So there's something to be said about the power of this play and the way it's written and the way it speaks to students. What I'd like to do next, and we do have some time, I'm not going to keep you all night obviously. I'd like to get, I'd like to get some of their feedback to you in terms of what was it like working on this play? Why is this important? Why did you feel so strongly? I mean, like I said, getting up in front of 1,600 of your peers to do a play in a high school, not an easy thing to do. So let's find out from them, and they don't know, we're going to start with Josh, of course. But we haven't prepared these questions. So, is your mic still on? Okay. All right, so this is Sean Mako. If you didn't see the program, he played Josh. Please tell us this play. Why does it reach kids? You read it 2 years ago for the first time as a sophomore. Why is it so powerful to you? Why does this get into your heart?
After I read it, it hit close to home. I just remembered all the times I was bullied and people were making fun of me, calling me that tall, mean loser. And I don't know, just after I read it, every time I saw someone like you, I would just go home and the scriptures. Wish that people would be nicer than everybody else. And there's this one kid that I looked at for the past 4 years, and he's been hit on like every single day in the locker room the past 4 years. And I've always been there for him, like, hey, you get there, get it. And it wasn't until after this play, all the other kids in the locker room were talking to him. That's like the effect of this play. Something also.
So let me see if I understood that correctly. After yesterday, this kid is being treated differently in the locker room as of today. It's very powerful. I'm glad to hear that. Okay, let's go to Ashley Glenn, who played Emily. And we're going to ask her if she's seen, we've heard of one difference. Sean said he saw a different reaction to one kid in the locker room. Ashley Glenn, reactions from the spot when you go to English, history, math, cafeteria. Side story, we walked in the cafeteria today, we finished the play, and Mrs. Zielinski said, all right, take your cast, go to the cafeteria, get lunch. We all walked in, all 16 of us at once, to thunderous applause in the auditorium. Okay, and it was, I never expected that. And they were, all the students in the cafeteria were moved by this play. So, all right, Ashley Glenn, what have you heard from your friends, your classmates, in the gym, whatever?
I get positive feedback from everyone.
Sorry, figuring out how to work my microphone. In your program, you may have read a statistic. I did some little internet research while I was putting the program together for this show. 2.7 million American students suffer regular bullying. Not once or twice a year, regular. Meaning every time they go into that math class, they get abused. Every time they go into that locker room, they get abused. I mean, we have right here a first eyewitness account that it happens. And that's why this play is powerful. Now, along those lines, I think, and this is one of the questions, excuse me, I wanted to ask the playwright if he was here. I think the way he wrote it, being very, I don't know, graphic is the appropriate word, but I think the way he did it was necessary. If it wasn't this graphic, and if it wasn't this out in the open with what could happen as a result of regular bullying, I don't think it would have the impact. I think today's students sometimes need to have their eyes open. And this play opens their eyes. This play makes them realize what the effects can be of their words and their actions against others. And to do it in a non-graphic way, or to kind of whitewash over it a little bit, wouldn't have been as effective. And we might have ended up with another group of the dinosaurs. Next year. Graduating, right?
No, I'm moving.
Oh boy. All right. One or two other quick things I want to discuss, and then I want to see if there's any audience feedback on the play, and if the audience has any questions for me or for the cast. I'd like to clarify a few things. First of all, everyone knows that, and I had to make sure with the student body, and I know I have a lot of students here again tonight. Tony Maggio, he was the shadow. That's Josh's subconscious, obviously. That's all the negative effects that built up over time that he couldn't fight off. He tried for the longest time to keep them at bay. Eventually, he couldn't do it anymore. Okay, I just want to make sure that was clear. I had some students that were confused by that. And I also wanted to talk about, in the script, I had several students in the cafeteria, in the hallways, so on and so forth, stop me and say, hey, I really like the show. Let me ask you a question. Why didn't you go out and buy a prop gun, or a cap gun, or a fake gun? The playwright puts in his stage directions, very explicitly, at no time is a prop gun to be used for any reason. All the actions must be monitored. And there's a reason for that. And the reason for that is the play is about Josh. This is Josh's story. What got him there? It doesn't matter what weapon he used. He could have used a rifle, he could use a pistol, he could have used his fists. It does not matter. The point is what drove him there. The way he was treated by the student body, the way he was treated in the cafeteria, the laughter, the name calling, Josh the joke, so on and so forth. That's the important part. And to introduce a prop like a rifle on the stage is at first shocking. And second of all, in school, that's very, very uneasy territory. And third of all, and most importantly, it detracts from the main focus, which is it's about him. It's not about the weapon he used, it's about the way it was done. All right? Cast. Anything else that anyone would like to add about this experience before we take some questions from the audience? Anyone at all? Okay, Sarah Fagan she was one of our actors, and she played the school principal. Go ahead.
Even like as a minor character, doing out all the white shirts you can probably tell are like major characters. Like even as a minor character, watching it like unfold in front of you is like very powerful. Like, because even though you still played like a part in it, like you wouldn't be able to work without like all the factors. It's still amazing how it come from like reading it and learning about it, and then like having the basis of like, all right, you're Josh, you're this, you're that. So watching all the characterizations together is very.
So it's safe to say that being an actor, being a black shirt, as you called them, they are actually some of the most important ones in this play. They're the student body. And they're the catalyst which led to this bullying, which was this bullying, which led to this drastic reaction by Josh. Okay? So yes, it's very powerful. And you are, as the actors, as the body, the most important, or the catalyst for those violent issues that came up. Okay, anything else? Anyone else? Tony?
I gotta say, it was the hardest thing I think we've ever done. Honestly, and the thing that I loved about this play was how everything really had to come together. Like, with the dead people especially, you saw there was certain pacing that had to be there. You know, I saw them working on it all the time, pacing the paper. You see the most time slow, still, dead. It's that pacing that really drives home the point. I even noticed it when it was with me and Sean, right, that we had the gun snowball, and just kind of feeling this play makes me happy. Personally, it's the hardest role I've ever done. I love it.
Let me add to that a little bit. It's been said before that actors are some of the coolest people to themselves on the face of the earth. Imagine these kids in front of you have been working on this 5 days a week. Actually, after school, usually twice a week for the past several weeks. So they have been emotionally putting themselves through this 7 times a week since September. Imagine the emotional strain on these guys. And that's what we talked a lot about this before. When we were getting ready to do this play, one of the things that I talked to my colleagues about was the fact that I, as a director, had to protect them. Because it's very easy to let these characters overwhelm you and to become these characters and not know how to shut them off. And we talked a lot about how the character lives inside you, and through your breathing and focus, you bring him or her to life. And then at the end of the rehearsal, you take another second, take some deep breaths, and you put him or her to sleep. But imagine putting yourself mentally through this pain 7 days a week. And that's what I asked him to do. He did a wonderful job. So Tony, not only was the pacing difficult, but even far beyond that was what I asked him to do, the emotional connection with these people and these kids when they have to witness this crime 7 times a week. So kudos to all of you for that as well. Okay, at this point, do we have any input from any of our community members, our students, our administrators, our teachers that are in attendance? Yes.
Good. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes.
My mommy.
I just want to tell you guys, you did a great job. You were all wonderful. And I also want to thank the school too, because we did have a personal family crisis a couple years ago. And all the teachers, the counselors were all wonderful. You guys are great. You all deserve a really big round of applause.
I didn't know what to expect this evening, but as I came in and was watching you guys, I think it's across the board. It made me ask myself, am I in my workplace? And I think that's probably what Josh found out almost instantly. I think every kid in school, when they saw this, asked themselves, and they're like, oh, a lot of times you don't know you are. I appreciate that. I appreciate my brother. That's very fun.
I think I like the fact that the play, the message, will do more than the law that was created as a result. Because ultimately, when Josh decided he was going to do what he did, he basically decided that all the laws that existed for doing that were not on. And if it were to happen again, current law won't be an obstacle, but the message
the law is in place. We have prosecutors, and police officers, and administrators and teachers. It's not going to change until we change the hearts and minds of the students. And that's what we need to do, and that's what hopefully this play is aiming to do.
Thank you so very much for presenting this, people. How much you have grown up. I had almost all of you in the 5th and 6th grade. I tried to get this message to you, and you got it. And I just commend you so much for really helping. You're helping everyone in Lacey Township when you present such an awesome show like this. Mr. Stipe, thank you. Administration, thank you for allowing them to do this, because we can only teach so much. So much we learn from one another. And I just, phenomenal job. Thank you so very much. I just want to take this opportunity to congratulate parents and athletes for a phenomenal job. Mr. Stipe, I have a question for you. Do you think the playwrights took from personal experience, because I think the dialogue and the action was going on was really reflective and maybe personal, because you can't write like that unless you feel it.
Correct. This play was written, can everyone hear me with that microphone? I believe not. This play was written, like I said, in 1998, and he was inspired to write it after his 5th grade term, if I remember correctly. Came home from school after the school put in the lockdown because a 10-year-old child had written on the blackboard, "Everyone in the school is dead meat," and blood at 10 years old. And that was the inspiration for this play.
Hi. I remember when we read this our sophomore year in Mr. Stokes' class, the way it has changed from the rewrite is just amazing. It's extremely powerful than what we read it. And I remember reading it in class and on the class wall behind quote script. And you guys have me this entire time. That's definitely like bawling my eyes out. And it's amazing that I know most of these kids are freshman year and the development and growth that you guys have on time. It's just pure genius, and you guys truly did this spectacular job.
I think you guys did wonderfully. I remember when we read this, and we were all so excited to get this message out there. Now it's finally out there. You guys are going to be the change in the school. This play is going to be the change, and it's going to be the reason that people are going to open their eyes and realize, oh wow, I didn't realize I was doing this.
I have a question for Sean and Anthony. My school did people read of this play, and it was original. Seeing it acted out on the street, working on it. You guys did an amazing job. But my question is, how did you two get into character? Because I feel like those two are the most difficult characters to get into.
I've been reading the play, like I said, every day. It wasn't that hard.
Sorry about that. My daughter Allison is an excellent Polish. I'm glad
Okay, we'll get one or two more people, and then I don't want, like I said, I don't want to hold you guys too late. So let's get one or two more people here. So line up.
Well, you guys were obviously amazing, but to get a bunch of high school age kids to sit half an hour is really hard. You guys did an amazing job at capturing our attention. And everyone was talking about it after we saw it. And not like, oh, that was so stupid, or oh, I can't believe I to see it. Like, that was really good, and that really changed my perspective on things. So, great job, guys.
Who was that?
I am from another school. I came from Washington. In high school, every year we do a bowling play that is usually written by students. But after seeing this play, I feel like I'll be going to the board tomorrow asking if we can do this because you guys did a great job. And I feel like people need to see this and history behind it. Not just having a big set, not having all these passions, but really just listening to the words that Josh had to go through every day, and I applaud you guys. Thank you.
Okay, I have to let our sound guy talk, so Marcus, ladies and gentlemen.
Good evening, everyone. I'm from the Board of Education, and when Mr. Zielinski brought this play to the curriculum committee, I'll be honest with you, I had this feeling in my stomach, like, I'm not sure about this. But I'll tell you, I walked in late, I was babysitting my grandchildren, and when I walked in, you could feel in this room the power that you were portraying in this play. You were absolutely fantastic. I am so proud of you. I'm sure the whole Board of Education, when they get to see this, is going to be on 21? Can't be, never mind. Well, I will tell the rest of the Board of Education what a fantastic job you did. This is such a major issue in schools today, and you just did a very wonderful job. Thank you. On behalf of all of us.
And last but not least, Marcos.
I would like to say great job to all of you, and it's an absolute honor to have been a part of this at all. So, great. And I have a question for Sean and the team we go into that year, that's the 6 times around this friend. What?
The cafeteria teams when you go in with shotgun.
Sound guy, you don't know how to use a microphone.
It burned me. It really burned me. And I think you guys are in character and you're doing it. How does that make you guys feel? It makes me terrified.
Very good question.
Well, that seems, I have this feeling in my head, it's like, finally, I'm going to shut up with this, that's a joke. That's what I'm thinking.
I guess for me, it goes back to her mom. She said to me, this kid gave me trouble in 5th grade and tried to be sly and didn't sign the Valentine. And now this is I think that's right by him. Since I remember.
Okay, we don't need to hear from all of you, but if a couple of you want to answer, here was the question again. The cafeteria scene, when the shooting actually occurs, is terrifying to us as an audience. What is the experience like for you as an actor on the stage to take part in that shooting?
Well,
The actor teacher in me has to explain to the audience that this is the theater term for living in the moment. Okay, we as directors ask them to imagine the magic if, is the terminology. Imagine the magic if this was you. You were in these shoes. And I tell them starting in Act 1, freshman year, if you're pretending, you're not an actor. Actors don't pretend. That's totally false. If you are experiencing those emotions, and your heart's racing, and you're flushed, and your pulse is, out of control, and you're breathing fast, and you're experiencing that fear and that anger and that sadness, then you're truly acting. So that's what we've asked of them, and 2 or 3 of them. Have we all achieved that? Our deceased up there, we've achieved that? Okay, good. So we're doing good things. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to thank you for joining us this evening, and I'd like to thank you for supporting not only this play, but our drama club and our entire school district. And it's my hope that through a production like this, we can do what theater is really meant to do, which is to change society for the better. So please take that message with you, take it to your students, take it to your neighbors' kids, whoever it is. All right? Thank you for being a great audience, and have a safe trip home. Thank you.
What happened? What are the flashes? Well, okay, let's see what I need to do.